Welcome to the channel, everyone. Yeah, you can see I got a new truck. Been looking for something. Really wasn't really looking for this truck, but I just happened to come across it. It's in I would say really good shape for the year, and being in Wisconsin here. So it is a Duramax 2500 HD, but there is a catch to this truck. This thing is actually two-wheel drive. It is not a four-wheel drive truck. So that reflected in the price that I paid for this thing. This is a 2005, so it has the LLY Duramax. I don't know if I can show you the underside here, where it's only two-wheel drive. I don't know if it'll show up there, but you can see there's no front axle. Hopefully you could see that. I'm not sure you could or not. But I guess we'll do a walk around here. Like I said, truck's in pretty good shape for the year. 2005, guys, that's 15 years old. So I mean, it's got a little bit of scratches and dings here and there. Not too bad on dings. There's one on the door above the handle, I believe. There's a few small ones on the box. You might notice that fuel door is not a matching color. The spring broke on the original one, and I replaced it with the rust-free box that I have is actually pewter, and so this is pewter, and you can see this is metallic birch, silver metallic birch, I guess is what they call that. So it's more of a silver than it is the brownish color or tannish color like the pewter. But you can see the dealer was calling it pewter, and I think he used pewter touch-up paint, and instead of hiding the scratches, he almost highlighted the scratches. So I'm gonna be working on that. Also, you can see it's got these pieces on the side, on the door. I do not like those. Those are coming off. Hopefully they protected the door. I'm thinking maybe an older person had this truck, so that's why those are on there. I'm hoping an older person had this truck. Really no modifications, no tuners been on this thing. Yeah, it's pretty much a factory truck. The hood's really good shape, roof is really good shape. The doors have a little bit of crustiness going on down below. I mean, but guys, it's typical. I mean, you're not gonna get perfect in Wisconsin here. So you can see the rockers there. The rockers are pretty well there. Rockers, cab corners. I'm going to show you underneath here. There is some rust. There's a few holes, but for the most part, the rocker is still intact. I can work with that. I'll probably just do maybe an outer rocker there. But there's no rust showing on the bedside or the fenders. I'm sure there's probably rust in there, guys, but I've got time here before that happens. And actually this truck was it was titled in Arizona too, which is I think why it has most of its rockers still. Frame is actually in pretty good shape, guys. Somebody did undercoat it. It wasn't the dealer that I got it from, but they did undercoat it. But it's got rust on it, but I wouldn't say it's like pitted like a Wisconsin frame. It's mostly looks like surface rust to me. So it does have a better looking frame. You can see right here it did have fifth wheel rails. It had the rails for the fifth wheel. So it did have a fifth wheel. It's got a new bed liner in it now. But I'm probably going to put the rails back in to be able to move my camper around with this thing, because Dad's 2004 is probably just going to become a parts truck for this truck and my 2002. His truck is just too far gone, guys. I mean, I'd love to save it, you know, and put it back together, but it's just not worth the time and money that it would take to get his back into shape. He's got the typical Wisconsin frame, and both of these crossovers, these round crossovers, both of them are rusted out. Usually, typically, you only have the one that goes through the fuel tank that's rusted out on these. His has both because it's been in Wisconsin its whole life. There is a little bit of a ding down there and a scratch. Taillights, they need help, but those are going away anyway. I'm going to be getting probably some LEDs. Tailgate has a scratch and a ding right here. I have a brand new tailgate that I'm probably just going to paint up and throw on this thing. It's got a ding in the bumper. I've got a 2007 bumper that I'm going to probably color match and put on this thing. So yeah, I'm going to put a newer style bumper on it just because I have it. And like I said, this one's got a dent over there. I think it's tweaked a little bit. It does have the tow package. It has a lock on the spare tire. That spare tire doesn't look like it's even worth that much. I don't know why you put a lock on it, but probably get a new hitch for this thing too. I don't like these factory ones. They rust out, and I'd rather not drop my trailer while I'm going down the road. Exhaust, it's got the factory exhaust. It's got a straight pipe where the muffler used to be. So it's a factory exhaust. Looks like they welded it wrong or something. It's hanging down awful low. It's not a very good job. It looks like a muffler shop did it quickly. I'm probably going to replace that exhaust with some stainless, maybe 4-inch stainless or something like that. No, this side is shadowed, but it's got what looks like fairly new Cooper Discover AT3s on it. They'll work for now. I think those are 265, 75, 16s. Looks like on factory steel. Now they're steel wheels. I think that's a chrome cap. This side's pretty well the same as the other. Rockers are pretty well the same. Actually, the rockers might be a little more rusty on this side than on the other side. Looks like a little bit of the fender there has got something, but mostly there, guys, which is what's important. I guess we'll keep going around here, then we'll go to the inside. Got some tube steps on there. Again, not sure I really like those, but we'll see. We'll leave them on there for now. You guys know I have some headlights on Dad's truck. Probably going to transfer them over here. Probably do something with the grill quick. Maybe color match the front bumper too. The front bumper looks pretty good. I don't see much for damage on that. Looks like it could be adjusted a little bit. But yeah, we'll do some things with this, guys. Now I guess we'll go to the interior. Interior got a spring deal with the driver's door. I gotta fix that. But overall, guys, this thing's pretty nice, I gotta say. I mean, the driver's seat, it's got a little bit of a wrinkle right here, but dog's got some little bit of dirt in here now and some hair. But overall, guys, this thing is pretty darn nice. Steering wheel's got a few scratches in the leather there. Not bad. It is definitely way better than most. Controls, doesn't even look like anybody's used the controls on this truck. I mean, everything looks really good, guys, in here. Seats are real good. I mean, the door panels, they got a few little nicks on them. A few nicks here and there. But 15-year-old truck, guys. I'm not looking for perfection here. Back seats, I'm not sure anybody even sat in the back seats here. But they might have had some stuff kind of rubbing over there. But there's the original fuel door. The spring's broken on it. I'm going to see if I can't maybe weld that up or something. I don't know if I can fix that or not. But yeah, real happy with the interior. It's got a power drivers. I don't know if the passenger's power or not. But I'm going to show you the mileage here. Guess I can just push the button here. 196,000, guys. I know it seems like a lot, but I'm going to show you the engine hours. You see that number? 2,944 engine hours. Now, that's fairly low engine hours, guys. That only, you know, registers when the engine's running. So you got to figure idle time. So there's probably less than 2,800 hours on the transmission and drive line, because this thing does idle. So I mean, that's a big thing. Another thing that tells you when it has 196,000 and that low hours is this thing was on the highway a lot, probably, which is a good thing. You don't really want a city car. The highway, driving down the highway is really easy on a vehicle. That's why everyone says on their ads, high miles, high highway miles, they say. Because driving down the highway is pretty easy on a vehicle. Now, how much time did this spend pulling a camper down the highway could reflect in more wear, depending on how big the camper was. They didn't upgrade the mirrors. The mirrors are still small, so I'm guessing he didn't have a huge camper. Otherwise, he'd want bigger mirrors to see, I would guess. I mean, there's just a few small things that need to be repaired. The lock button and unlock button isn't working, but all the windows work really good. What else is there? It's hard to think right now. But there's just small things that need to be fixed here and there on it. You can look under the hood, I guess. Boy, don't go in there. Come on. Well, here we go, guys. The famous 6.6 Duramax. This is, like I said, LLY because it's 2005. Someone's got a K&N filter on there. I need to clean that. Probably because the LLYs were known for having a problem with this tube here. So I'm guessing someone fixed that. Looks like it's got two brand new batteries in it. They're big batteries too. So it seems to be a little quieter than the The LV7s that I've had in the past. Seems to be a little quieter, but it's pretty clean in here. I think we got a leak in Hydro Boost. Typical on these trucks. Problem is they're like $300+, so we'll see about that. Oh yeah, I got some brake lines that don't look very good down there. Someone has done the rear ones already. They've run all the way to the rear with new lines, so it makes me feel a little safer, but still need to get front lines in. Looks like the water pump has been done at some point. Looks like it was a while ago. Those only go, it seems like 100,000, and they need to be replaced, but it looks pretty well factory under here except for this K&N filter. And fire it up here. Seems to start really good every time. When it's hot, when it's cold, seems to start up real good. No smoke or anything, so that straight pipe, it probably whistles pretty good outside. It's pretty quiet in the truck. I don't really notice much of anything for as far as noise wise. So there it is, guys, the new truck. Another thing I am thinking about is possibly trying a four-wheel drive conversion on this truck. If anybody has, any kind of good information on that, it'd be nice if you share that. The frame and everything looks like it's the same as the 4x4. I have, like I said, I got a parts truck. I got my dad's truck. I got a transfer case. I've got a transmission, axle, drive shafts. I mean, I've got everything to do a conversion. So I'm just not sure about the electronic side of it. So if anybody knows about that, chime in and let me know. Because I think this truck is probably worth a conversion, worth the time and effort. Like I said, I wouldn't have probably too much money into it because I got all the parts. But yeah, it's just something I'm thinking about. But I don't know, guys. I'm gonna wait here a few months, probably sell some of my other trucks, and then possibly get something newer for my plow truck. And then this truck is probably just going to be my hot rod or whatever. So I may leave it two-wheel drive just because I probably just won't need the four-wheel drive because it won't be my main truck. So we'll see, I guess, guys. So enough of the babbling. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but just kind of wanted to really go through the truck real good and show everybody what I got here, what I got to start with. I really wanted to attack it last night and do some things. I got some badges and stuff I wanna pull off, and some other things, but I wanted to get some raw video of what I started with, and yeah, so I can show the improvements that happen over time. So I guess, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I will see you.